Everybody, Tanner here for your tool of the week. Another concept or principle, not necessarily a specific tool or tool to download per se, but this actually comes from the book Rework. Highly, highly, highly recommend if you haven't read it. Fantastic read. It's been on my list for, geez, I feel like at least 5 years, maybe longer. But the specific principle that I want to highlight is what they talk about the alone zone. Um, and I think maybe I've covered this type of concept or in the past or it's I mean discussed in maybe other concepts, whether it's called deep work, but I mean they talk about 4 hours of uninterrupted work. Um, Not necessarily per day, but finding really this idea of deep work uninterrupted in a world where it's like we're so used to constant, immediate communication, text, Slacks, messaging, emails, calls, finding time to really think critically about key problems, solutions. So, some things to think about when, like, how are you avoiding distraction when you need to really do some deep work or some alone zone time? Um, One of the things that I thought was really interesting was, consider instead of casual Fridays, how about no talk Thursdays? What what ways do you communicate with people on your team that I am in this alone zone right now, or I'm in do not disturb mode, and rather than just a setting in Slack or how do you communicate that? I guess is the question that I'm not going to answer, but maybe something to think about this week. Where do you find this alone zone time? How do you do it? How do you eliminate those distractions? And then one last concept, I'm really into questions right now, and I think this is like the question of all questions. But as you are, especially coming towards the end of the year, I love annual planning, starting to be thinking about these things, but really in systems process, how we, service customers or whatever that is, product offering. Do we really need this? I think that's a great question with everything as you're going through. Do we really need this? And then here's some more questions to be thinking about. Why are you doing this? What problem are you solving? Is this actually useful? Are you adding value? Will this change behavior? Is there an easier way? What could you be doing instead? Is it really worth it? These are fantastic questions to, I think, challenge the status quo and make sure there's continual improvement in process, service, product, whatever it might be. So have a fantastic week. And we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.